family mode.
Hello. Hi, Jack. Hi, Anali. Hi, everybody. Sorry, a couple of minutes late. Hi, Babs. How are you? Sean, Amir, a lot of them today. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bella. All right. I'm okay, Amir. I'm doing fine. You know, like someone says, in my world, it's always everything is fine. Everything happened for a reason, so no big deal. Whatever, you just take it as it's an act of nature and towards you, and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. No, I'm still alone, Sean. She'll be back around March 9th. Till then, I have to take care of the kids, the house, and everything else. After the webinar, I'm gonna go and cook some. Or maybe I'll just go get some from outside. I don't know. Oh, man. Okay. I don't know today. Well, usually, today probably I'm gonna make some out of fish or something. Maybe do some barbecue the chicken. That's all. Okay. Yeah, Onali. I mean, you're talking about which webinar and was what pair that contracting triangle, or it's just a webinar on the triangle. Remember, I have like over 300. I even forget what I did. And you see an expanding triangle, but the same pair or figure, or you're talking about you saw it somewhere else. Oh, it's just on a triangle. Yeah, so triangle always have A, B, C, D, E leg. Okay, a contracted triangle or expanding triangle. The triangle has 5 legs. Okay, sometimes E is very short. Okay, it's almost, like nothing. So you need to be very careful for a breakout. Okay, so I really cannot go back and see which one is it. I can't tell you. Just email me with that thing and then your question. And I'll see if I can clarify that. So here in this chart, pound. Sometimes, yes, you can say it, but see, I don't talk about those triangle until they are like very, very formed. Like I said the other day, that I don't like to force things on the chart that it must be this and it must be that. If the calculation is not there, you can always say that it's a fourth wave. That's it. Contracted triangle or expanding triangle or flat. All of those happening wave 4, right? Usually these are the most common is a contracting triangle. Sometimes you see an expanding triangle, and you can say that it is an expanding triangle. Yes, because You have, if the wave 3 ends here, then you have A, B goes here, then C. You see, the problem here is at C, D, E, it's very small. Expanding triangle, each leg has to be lower or higher than the previous one. For example, A is here, B is here, the C is supposed to come down below this, and then D will go up, and then E comes back way below. Okay, so unless, maybe if you consider this A and this B, now we have C, now this could be D, and then we come down here for E, then you have an expanding triangle. It's not finished yet. So consider that if we have A, B, C, I said, okay, we're going up. Could be D, right? Could be D. This is how I, I'm real messed up today, by the way. Okay, so not ready for all the charts and everything. I'll show you the reason. Tell you what it is, what happened. See, this was, we're tracking this here from here, okay? Pound index chart is wave 3, and then I had it's like it's gonna come down here. Let me go even before that. If I have it here, I don't know if in this computer, I don't have it on this, on the other computer. Okay, so we were tracking from wave 3. Okay, so it came down here, then we went up. So I said, well, we're gonna come down here for wave 4, right? It wobbled a little bit and then finally came down, right? And then I said it's gonna go from here to here. Now you know that that's what the reason. This is one of the biggest reasons, and you should all have this chart. But I know that people just forget what they have, and that's why I always emphasize that if you don't have too many monitors, then not enough monitors, then you just print these charts out and put them on the wall, so that you don't forget what is really happening in the background. These index charts are like a background that individual currency, what they are doing. And if you pay attention to that, this is the only reason, by the way, that I was all long on pound Aussie and pound yen, because if it is going this high, and especially in this fashion, you see this, nice big white candles. The last week candle was this. Before that was this. So before that, we already had like 2 nice, beautiful bullish candles there. And that was confirming that my count, or my direction at least, is good, and the pound is getting strong. And if the pound is getting strong, then why not go long on those things? Especially we are getting, setups on those pairs as well. So you need to put these things together, and everything becomes easy, right? Aussie index, I didn't pay attention to that, but as it is, it was getting weaker. Regardless, if the pound is getting strong, then it kills everything. So when pound moves, it moves. It's just one of the strongest currencies. So this is what this chart, I was looking at it, and what's happening or whatever. So just wanted to show you that this is what's happening now. Since let me show you something. Bella, do you remember Mr. Rard? He used to come here. I know you do, because we have discussed something. He always comes in, and he was a very good trader, and he always can come up with some that I made this much and I made that much, 300, 400, 500 pips a week. He was doing really good. So his thing was expired, so I kind of sent him a yeah, right. So I send him an email that you might forgot to subscribe or something, or you need to subscribe because it's expired. And after a couple of days, I got an email from him. And let me show you the email. If I think I opened it up here already. Okay, here's the email. Let me read it for you, for everyone, and then I'm gonna ask you something. Hi Sam, I really wanted to subscribe, but I recently was given some devastating news. I have pancreatic cancer, and the doctors said I have 4 to 6 months to live. I am at peace, and I owe a lot to you. While the Magic Wave system, with the Magic Wave system, I averaged 900 pips a week over the past year, and I was able to save a lot of money to leave for my kids. Also, because of your system, I was able to teach my kids how to trade, and I have full confidence in them to be able to support their future families. I thank God every day that I found your system on eBay 3 years ago, and I appreciate your mentoring and tutelage for everyone involved. I have no regrets, and I have all my affairs in order. Thanks again, my friend Rod. Okay, so when I got that, it really upsets me, but there is nothing I can do or anybody else. You know, that's the reason that I want to show this. That's the reason I teach. Basically, a lot of people say that if your system works in this and then why you teach and why and I always tell you the same thing, that this is something that and it can happen to any one of us anytime, right? And it could be me instead of him. So maybe this is his time to go. And I lost two people right now that I knew, and exactly the same thing happened to them. Little sickness. It was a wife of one of my friend, 40 years old, 40, 42. And she just went to doctor, and they told him that, you got 2 months to live. And she is gone. A month ago, we buried her. And then there was another guy around 45 years old, and same thing. Doctor told him 3 months to go, and he gone. So this is what it is. The life is just like that, So that's why this is one of the reasons that I teach, because I always think that if I teach, if you learn, you have it. If I'm gone, you still have it. But if I start signal service and trade it for everybody else, and everybody is happy and dandy and making money, and boom, I'm gone. So your trading future is gone. That should not be happening. If you learn while I'm here and teaching, and you get it, like he did, and he even taught his children, so that's the point. Okay, and this is one thing that can encourage you guys to just pay attention and learn, because he did it, he made it. And Sean is right here, and I know every week he comes in and he tells me, last week he told me he made 540 pips. So if any one person is doing it, something like that, then you all could do it. Okay, it's because it's possible, right? So Rod was doing it, and Sean is doing it, Bella's probably doing it now. She's learning good fast. So just learn. See? Thank you, Sean. Bella is also saying that I'm doing it right. So this is how it is. So hopefully, I'm here now, and I will be here. But the point is that life can end at any time, right? So whatever I have, whatever I can give it to this world, and all I can do is all I can give actually is what I have. So this is what I have, and my religion also tells me that whatever God gives you, share it, give it out. Right, so this is how I do it. So anyway, so what I'm going to ask is that please, in your prayer, remember Mr. Rod, and pray for him, and ask God that if he can give his it's not doctors, whatever they're saying is not the end of the world, right? So prayers have power. Okay, Syed, email me privately. I will, not privately, but email just, my forestmagicword.com. If you are failing, remember the example that I gave you the other day, okay? A teacher teaches in a class, and then you have 100 students, and some are A-grade students, some gets B, some get C, and some always fail, right? But with some private tuition or tutoring, B, C grade people, students can become B and A grade student, right? So this is what you need to do, is a little more effort, and a little more, like in my last webinar, I explained that how you need to rewrite your CD. Okay, so you need to get rid of it. If you need a different result, you need to change what you've been doing. If you're doing the same thing and expecting different result, it's not going to happen, right? Right, Michael. Okay, this is why I'm not going to show today the pairs. I'm going to show first how to do the target. I don't know if you asked me or because I'm getting a lot of the email. There's somebody is keep writing me that he's doing good. He's making an entry, but he's end up making 40 and 50 pp trade and close the trade. And when he sees that I'm holding it for 100, 150, so the question is that how can I do it? How do I know where the target is? Okay, so that's what I'm going to show it today. Okay, and I will send out the charts and pairs later on. Okay, so that was YouTube, right? So let's talk about that. Okay, but again, I will end up with the chapter with Mr. Rod. That please, pray for him, and that God may give him a little more life. He's only 55, and whatever God wills, He will do it anyway. But prayer has power. So when we pray, more people pray, and sometimes God changes his mind, right? So just do that. And let's move on. Okay, how do you get the target? What are the targets? Like the other day, Pound Aussie has said, well, we're going to get to 200, 2000, 2.00, right? Whatever. And that's what it exactly did. It hit 2 and then drop from there, right? So on a daily basis, you have a couple of things. You don't have many things to consider to reach to the target. You have only 3 or 4 things maximum, okay? Because that's what the big guys, big people, these big boys looking at, big traders, banks, central banks. Pivot points, okay? You're right. Yeah. Uh, uh, Alternative medicine is the best one, and maybe it will come to surprise to you guys, but I live in this Miami in more than 30 years. I've never been to a doctor. Never. One time maybe I had an infection in my ear, but nothing inside, like anything. And I have not checked my blood pressure or sugar or depression or any nonsense at all whatsoever. I didn't even go to the doctor, so forget about the testing. I don't know what's cooking inside me. What I do is I do a lot of yoga, stretching. This morning I ran. I went outside and I ran almost maybe 40, 50 minutes. Cold, but I ran. And, I was kicking and everything. And so, just keep doing your exercise, bro. And everything is fine. Trust your God and keep doing exercise, stretching, yoga, meditation, and that's about it. This is, keep preventing maintenance is much better than medicine, right? Yeah, it's the best, man. It's the best. All right, so let me show you something. For example, okay, we were talking about daily pivots, right? Daily pivots, and you have monthly pivots. You have also weekly pivots, but I don't have here to show you. But for example, let's open a chart here. For example, this one, okay? This is a little different template that I have, but it's okay. I don't like this big. Okay. What is this? What is this? Get it. Uh-oh. No, I made a mistake. Let's see if I have it here. Okay. All right. So this is, our magic wave strategy template, right? And you can see these lines. These are daily pivots. So you have it there on the chart, and also you have monthly pivot. This is monthly R1. We're messing around right now, right? So usually what happens, this white dotted line is the daily open line. Okay, so what happened? The first question we're gonna discuss is that how you set up the target. So for the target, first of all, you have to see which time frame you are looking at for the move or the swing, or what is our main objective. So like pound Aussie, for example, we have a big chart here. No, let me open it real quick. Where is pound Aussie here? Okay, this was sort of a chart, our chart, right? So it is very clear that if you look for like a little bit of Elliott wave or whatever analysis, this is a three-wave advance, right? A, B, C. I cannot count five waves. So you can see, okay, A, B, C, you count it, and then again it is a three-wave retracement. A, B, C. So this could be, the whole thing is like A and then B, then we need C to the upside, right? So one thing is that we will take this one simple first, okay? This thing, this part that we are at, let's say if ABC, AB is equal to CD, if you look at AB is equal to CD is going to happen, then 100%, right? So you use this tool here, simple, for the target. You know how to use this, Michael, right? Okay, it's sometimes it doesn't show this indicator that I have. It sometimes if I switch it to 5 minutes, it doesn't show, but it's on 1 hour or 4 hour. Like right here, I have it. So check if you switch the time frame, then is it showing or not? Okay. All right. So we turn into this. Oh man, what did I do? Okay. So ABC, and then 100% is coming way up here. So just for the heck of it, yeah, okay, we're going there. We're going strongly going up. So we might be going there. So who knows? But it's too far. We don't care about that right now. Okay. I'll show you the reason. I don't. Michael, this is the one I'm gonna send you again. Maybe there's some glitch in sending it, but it's in front of you, bro. I have it. I'm using it, and it's showing it. So there's got to be something inside maybe your computer. See all these. This is monthly pivot. Monthly S2, S3, S1, monthly pivot, R1. It's showing it here. This is the one I send out to you. Do you have it? The one I send you, you're using that, right? So it's there. Okay, I'm gonna send you this one again, and let's try one more time. All right. So just email me to send you, remind me, and that would be a reminder. So when I finish the webinar, I'll send it to you. Okay. So you have daily pivots, you have weekly pivots. Weekly pivot is not working on this broker right now, but you should have it. Most of you. And daily pivot and weekly pivot I use from the IBFX. Okay, the same. And this is like a light forex broker. Actually, I don't have FXEM MT4 open in this this computer, but FXEM works better. But I'm just showing you what to do. So now, the first technique. See, the trend lines are to see if the price comes down or up. If in a downtrend goes up and hit the TL and then drop again. And in an uptrend, the price retraces and comes down and hit the TL and bounce, right? So the TL is for the retracement. We draw the TL and we wait for the price to retrace, come back to TL, and then bounce from there. Okay. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. Libby? Oh, yeah, I'm doing the webinar. Okay, my wife calling, so I give it to my kid. I'll call her later. Okay. Um, okay. Whoever doesn't have it, Frank and Syed, whoever don't have it, just send me an email and I'll send it. Okay. All right. So TL. So let's draw. See, this is the retracement here. It finished and then we went up. They came down. We went up. So you have two lows. So what we do is we just draw a trend line and see what happens. If the price comes and hit the trend line and start going up again. Do that? Oh yeah, right? So when the price comes here and hit the TL here, and then start posting the blue candle, and the trend is up. So obviously that if the trend is up means what is the price is doing? The price is making higher highs. Okay, okay, Saya, do it. Okay. All right, so let's let's learn this. Okay, need to learn, bro. If you keep asking things that I want this, and when I'm giving you not learning, you pay attention to this. Very important. All right, let's do it. So if the price comes here and this hitting the TL, so this is the part is done. That okay, retraced, and also always whatever the technique you're using for the targets or for entry point, use the fib. Don't forget to use the fib, and just all the time you should have the fib drawn, so just to see what is really cooking. So here you have 61.8%. This is a second enforcement. Um, okay. All right. No problem. I'll just keep answering the questions in the middle. Okay. So a lot of questions are coming. So, all right. What time frame do you start the wave count? Nowhere. Okay. The point is that we not, we are not going to impose our thinking or our ideas on the market. We want to see what market is doing. Okay, so you scan through the time frames, you scan through the charts, and you want to see where you can clearly see something is cooking, something is making in the making clearly. Don't try to impose the counts that, I have to see what it is, and this could be A, this is B, and then people go X, Y, double X, Z, and all that nonsense. Then you are gone inside just counting and counting waves and forget about the trading, and your account goes down. Okay, you need to pay attention exactly if you can clearly see something like A, B, okay, it's very nice calculation, this and that, trend lines is there, bounce is there, and then again you go on confirmation from your either IV system or magic wave strategy that if the price is bouncing, we want to see that the price on a 5-minute chart goes above the wave and give you the setup. It's like a confirmation that, oh yeah, we are going up according to what the higher time frame is telling me that it wants to do, right? So the point is that if I go and says, okay, let me start counting from Elliott wave count from the daily chart, and if I open a daily chart and I can't count anything, I'm stuck there. Most likely I'm going to count wrong because the counts are not clear. So if it's not clear, forget about it. It's not showing. Maybe on a 4-hour chart. Now see this move on a daily chart, not showing you anything, but if you go on a 15-minute chart, you might be able to count clear waves in it, right? All the small, see like this wobble, these are waves on a smaller time frame. So whatever time frame you see the count is good and clear, or harmonic pattern, this is, can we call it Gertley? Sort of. But is there a perfect count? This is, what is it? 61.8% pullback. It could go 23% and then come back here 78% to finish up a Gertley, right? That would be a Gertley. But if it's not there, all we have is a trend line bounce of 61%, and it's supposed to go up. The trend is up, so we just go with that, thinking that maybe it will hit 23% line and then drop. So let's go to the 23% line first and see what happens. If the market turns and if it gives us a sign, then I'll say, okay, man, start counting X, A, B, maybe this is C, then we need to come to D. If we start coming down and if we get a 5-minute short setup in London Open or Frankie Open, we take it to come down. If it backfires, goes up again, then we look for a long setup because that would be a counter trend, and going up is the trend with the trend. Okay, so always if with the trend is much better. So this is why that don't like make us a rule that as a lot of people teaches you or tell you that okay, start the wave count from 1 minute chart. I don't even see why you would want a 1 minute chart wave. Those waves probably like 10 pips or 15 pips. It's a waste of time. But just do whatever it works for you. That's the best thing to do. But I usually start the best thing that I see, most importantly, support and resistance points, weekly highs and lows. That is my number one thing. Okay, and then from there I start on a 4-hour chart. You start drawing horizontal lines like these. This is just too much, or when we're like here, pound index. So let me show you what's happening right now on the pound index and the USD index. I have a couple of things over there to show you. So let's go where it is, man. Okay, yeah, this is the USD index right now, right? And on a current chart, I opened the USD index as well. Forget about this pound index. I just wanted to show you that why we were doing that. This is the reason, and now you understand that index is how powerful it is and how important it is, right? So there we go. So Syed, so far so good? No, you know what? I kind of messed up a little bit. Where I was doing here something, then I just went with this wave thingy. Okay, so I'll come back to this Elliott wave count, whatever. But let's keep up with the target thingy right now. Okay, Babs, I'll explain that later. But now that I had made up my mind, and some people waiting for that, so let's go with the target thingy. So first thing is that what is our plan? How we do it? Do you all have range indicator? Do you have range indicator? Who doesn't have it? Okay, now it seems like everybody have it. That is very important because that tells you that on a daily basis how many pips one particular pair is moving. Right, like in this, unfortunately, this broker is not malfunctioning with this indicator, and it doesn't give you the right amount. See this pound Aussie telling me that the previous day range was only 31 pip. So I don't know what's happening, but can you tell me how pound Aussie did the range for the last week? What is the weekly range for pound Aussie, or a last day? How much the pound Aussie did for Friday or Thursday, whatever it's telling you right now? Anybody? Okay, 315. Ted says 315 pip. Now, what it tells you that this pair, if average, it says an average 60-day range is 20. So if on a pound Aussie it says average 60-day range is let's say 300 pip. That means that this pair usually move every day on a single day 300 pips from the session open to, day open to day end. And of course, each broker opens differently, and each time zone opens differently. But wherever you are, whichever the broker you're using, wherever your days opens up, you have to adjust with this indicator, right? So daily, but wherever you are and whenever the day is open, doesn't matter, because the amount of pippage would be the same. If it's moving 300 on my broker, it will move 300 on your broker as well, right? Maybe a different area. It depends where the daily open line is. On a daily chart, is not showing the open line. The open line is this white dotted line. Okay, so have that. It gives you the idea where the day started. This is my day started here. All you can do is control and hit Y. You see these vertical lines? This is where they started on 1 hour chart. 4 hours, it becomes weekly. But in between these two, this is a day, the whole day. These two lines, these two lines, you can see the white line starting from here until here. Then second, this white dotted line started and here, right? So this is whole day. So this is one technique they use. Control, hit Y. While pressing control, hit Y. Key Y. Okay, and you get these vertical lines. It's each day. Even if you go on a 15-minute chart, you can see these, these two lines represent one day, and also this white dotted line. So within these two lines, the highest point and the lowest point, that is the range for the day. So on this one, this is the high point, this is the low point, right? So let's see the fifth. This is the high point and this is the low point. This is the daily high, this is the daily low. The last week, yesterday, a day before that, this is the lowest point here, this is the highest point. So amount of pivots from this point to this point is the daily range. So just remember that daily range. Okay, if day opens up, for example, here, okay, let's take a look at here what happened here. So on this broker, I think it's at 10 o'clock when this London opens up, right? So somewhere here London opens up. Okay, so now the trend is up. You know that the price is way above this red line, and then this stack, the white moving average, the blue moving average, right? Nice and clean. The day start, the price came down here, but then go up again, then came down again, but nicely holding above this blue line. You know what this blue line is? This is a 200 EMA of a 15-minute chart. And I always tell you that this is a swing changer line. If the price goes above it, then let's say the price traveling below this blue line, and then all of a sudden it goes, hit the line, bounce a little bit, but then again hit it and break it and go above it, then the swing is changing for at least a little while. The swing will change. Okay, this is just my simple magic wave strategy template. You should have it. There you go. With this stack, this is the magic wave here, and this is all these moving averages. This is stack. Your looks different. But okay, but you have the other one. But if you want, then I can give you that one too. This one too. Okay, you should have it. Everybody else have the same one or no? Okay, all right. Most of them have the same one. Okay, so now this one. So what happened is that the Frankie Open, the day starts here at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whenever, right? Yeah. Different time frame. It looks different. Remember, all these things changes. I have set up this template with each time frame. It changes this picture. Okay. So just pay attention here. So see what happens. Okay. So on a daily basis, when the day opens up, the white line is dotted line, and then you watch it around Frankie Open. What happens? So right around here is 10 o'clock. When 9 o'clock is Frankie Open, then 10 o'clock London Open. Very important to see that if the price is above or below where it is going consider to this white line. You see this white line here, the day opens up here, price dipped and then went back to it and tested it. Okay, daily open price is very important as well. The somehow market, play around with it. So it tested it and then dropped, but it couldn't take out this. Around Frankie open, right around here, but you can watch it that you are above the blue line, and the daily open you hit and drop, but not going, you're not making a lower low. And all of a sudden you get this blue candle here. I mean, not blue candle, the bullish candle here, right? Right, yeah, 20 pips, not more than that on this magic wave strategy on a 5-minute chart. 15-minute, a little more, but 5-minute, yeah. I'm showing you a 15-minute chart here because just to, show. So, again, so now you expect it to go higher because we just saw that, okay, it's probably on a higher time frame. Yeah, it is bouncing from the TL, so it needs to go up. So when you see something like that, that price goes above this daily open line, and it is staying above the pivot, daily pivot is very important as well to see if it is above the pivot. Then you look for bullish setup and you make an entry. So nice and dandy, okay, you make the entry, but where is the target? Now on a daily chart, the technique is this. If the trend is up, which is in this case, yes, it is up, right? Remove this. And then the price came, hit the TL and starting to go up. So, let's suppose that, yeah, okay, this is the end of it, and now it's going to go up, make higher high. Every time, if in the trend direction, when the price move in the direction of the trend, it makes it breaks the last previous high and makes higher high. That's how you go up. That's how you go make the trend, right? So if it is going up, then you expect that it's going to break this higher. Okay, first thing. Second, what you do is that you then connect these two lows. This is called making channel, right? And then place the highest point in between these 2 points. Highest point in between these 2 points is this. So just take a duplicate of it, press Control, hold, click, and then drag this line. This is a duplicate, and put it here. The price will go and touch the line. Okay, that's one technique of getting clear target. Let's see what happened here. These two lows. When you have these two lows, and then when the price start going up, and the trend is up, so you expect that, okay, we're gonna go and break this high. If we break this high, how far are we gonna go? Make the channel. Simple as that. Okay. So what happened? Price came very close, then dropped, hit this, and then went up and hit this channel anyway. Finally. Okay. So this is one technique. We didn't hit all the way here, but as soon as you break this, and this is pound logic. So from here and here, from here to here, you have so many pips, you already closed the trade anyway, right? You don't even bother with seeing that if this target is hit or not. But this is a bigger target. This is what the swing high and lows could be on a daily chart. What is going on in the middle of it, like if this whole move, it's not going to happen in one day. Okay, this is a daily chart. One candle is one day, right? So this is, at least you know that your target on a daily chart is this much, or it's going to go. Another thing, what I'm going to explain is pay attention, the fib wise with the channel, it always go and touch the point of the higher point on the channel. Also, you need to draw the fib for the target. Either you could do this same thing on a 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, daily chart. Same thing. This is the procedure to find the target besides the pivot points. Now, with the fib, the price makes in the direction, it always makes either lower low or higher high. And two are the numbers. Two numbers are the most important where usually it goes. 127 extension and 1.618 extension. So first, let's see compared to this, what is this extension? How do you do it? The last dip, you draw the fib on the last dip and look for the projection. That's how the price will, you project the value, higher high, how far it's going to go. On the same fib, 127 or 1.618. Those two are the number. Okay. So take this fib and from this point to this point, this dip, and check out what the number came, where it went and hit. First, it hit the 127, it wobbled a little bit, then went up and finally touched 1.618. These are the two numbers, that's all. If the channel goes around here, then it hits. If not, so 1.27 was way far than the further than this upper tail of this channel. That's why I went close to the other one and hit this 1.61. Then drop. What about from here to here? How we did here? So first we draw the channel. The same story you will see everywhere. Okay. Take the parallel line, place it here. Price went and hit. Draw a new fib from here to here. When the price going up, draw the fib and just watch how far we go. So here, so far, again, what we did? We went straight up and hit this again, 61.8%, 161.8%. Okay. First, we hit here, 127. Again, wobble a little bit, just like here. And then went up, 161.8%. Same story. Same story. Here you had a channel. It depends on the retracement. Here the retracement was a little shallow. So even this projection of the fib 1.618, we didn't hit the channel, upper channel line, TIA. But here, since the retracement was deep, you have the shallow channel, and 1.618 comes a little bit behind. But either way, you do both of these things just to see what is happening or what is going to happen. And similarly, on a higher time frame, for example, this is within the daily chart. But if you turn this into weekly chart, then you have this dip and then this is the extension, right? So you need to project through the weekly chart, for example, your target. So move that and turn this chart to weekly. So now you have this dip and this extension. So let's see how we can see this exactly the way we did on that. So first we draw the channel. These two, the lower points, and then the highest point in the middle is this. So let's go there. Okay, you need to understand these numbers. What are these numbers? If some of you may not know why this 127 is important. That's, by the way, everybody, that was asking me a question that why 127 is important. Do you know what 127 come from? Anybody? Where did that come from? Why do we even have it on our... Okay, the question is, yeah, fib number, but where these fib numbers come from? Scientific fib ratios. Okay, good answer. But where these signs come from? Mathematics, it has to start from somewhere, right? If you see 4 is 2 is a square root of 4 is a square of something, but what is the square? The number. 2 is the number that when you square it, then you get 4, right? All right, forget it. Let me tell you guys. The main number is what we call is that you're right now. Okay, 61.8% or 1.618%. I'm not gonna go into detail of that because it was just a brief note of Fibonacci. Leonardo Fibonacci was a mathematician who studied pyramids, and then he found that this number 1.618 is being used in the pyramids. Okay, and then he play around with that number, and then he came up with this Fibonacci series where you add last two numbers to get the next number in the series, and then add last two numbers you get the next number in series, and then you divide the last number with the number before, you get 61.8%. Always. To take any numbers and you divide one by the other, either it will come out 61.8%, and if you do the vice versa, you'll see 1.618%. So this is very, very important. What? 0.618%. Okay, so 0.618% is the golden mean, what we call, or some call 1.618%. Basically, they are the same. Then you have in a fib, we have 786, right? Some people use 764 in the fib. What they do is they deduct 0.382 from that 0.618 and then come up with that. Deduct 38.2% from the 100%. From 100, then you come up, 7. That's not the way to do it. The 786 is the square root of 0.618. This is all mathematics, okay? The Fibonacci series, he was a mathematician. He's not just playing around with minus and plus and minus. 0.618, if you have a calculator, you can see it for yourself. When you do the square root of 0.618, you will come up with 0.786. Then you take 0.786, the square root of that is 0.886. All these are the numbers I have in my fib. You see this? 618, then 0.786, then 0.886. These are the square roots of it, right? Now, what is the opposite of a square root? Is reciprocal. Means instead of multiplying, you divide 1 with that number. That's called reciprocal. Okay, so if you take reciprocal of 0.618, means you divide 1 by 0.618, then you get 1.618. Amazing. Okay, and if you divide 1 by 0.786, this is your answer, Babs. 0.786, which is the square root of 0.618. The reciprocal of 0.786 is 1.27. Got it now? So all of these numbers, they are the product of 0.618. Either square root, reciprocal, or square, and this and that. But the main root number is 0.618. Okay, so if you play with your calculator, you will come up with all these numbers. All right. It's actually that 764 is 0.382 times 2. Comes up with 764, but that's not the way to do it. Okay, the reciprocal of 0.886 is 1.128, which is the number I have it above 100 right here. Okay, 50% is just a 50%. It's not a fib number, it's the half of the 100, right? So 50%. But I think that the square root of 50% is 70.6, which is between 61% and 78%. Okay, so this is what the fib is. So this is why above 100 are these two numbers, very important. 127, which is the reciprocal of 0.786, which is the square root of 0.618. Okay, and a square root of 0.618 is 1.618. So these are the two numbers which are mathematically interrelated to each other, very important. In the fib, the price goes there somehow. I don't know why, but it's the nature. Okay. So we have to respect it, right? So whatever works, we go for that. We take it, we use it, we make our money. All right. So this is it, how the fib number is. So you place here this and you place this here. So what do we see? We are just above 127 and hitting this number 141.4%, which is this, I think, the square root of 0.707, 70.7. And from there, we have 1.618 right above it, 161.8. So we already crossed 127. We can easily go to I mean here 161.8%, which is 2.0397. Okay, so we can easily go there, no doubt whatsoever. Anything can happen, but this is what the basic rule of finding targets, and go for that if the price or PA allows it, right? If we're gonna see on a 5-minute chart that when the time comes in, the trading time, and then you start hitting that and you go in that direction, you make your entry, and then on a smaller time frame, if you have pivot points coming in, you make immediate targets those. For example, on 100 points above, you have R1. So you should make the R1 your target, even though the whole thing is 500 pips away. But the daily range will tell you how far you have gone and how far you need to go. Okay, so pay attention. You have to consider everything. All right. So this target 0.397. Right now where we are, 98. That's 500 points. Can we travel 500 points in one day? No, we can't. So we might get there in 2-3 days. But what is the daily range? 300. When the price breaks anywhere from like around 98.33, so let's say 98.50, the day starts. 300 from there, 99, 1, 101, 101.50, or 2, actually, 201.60, right there, right? This number here. So this is, and around that, if you see a projection of this, or any fib, or a small channel hit coming in, or R1, R2, something else is right around that corner, especially a weekly high, weekly low, any weekly number, that should be your target that day. If it is 150 pip above, let it be and wait for that to hit. Don't close your trade 50 pips. I think, Michael, that you're the one who you told me, right? That you're getting in, then you're closing the trades, every trade, just you putting the 50 pip target. No, you're going to miss a lot. Okay, so if you draw the channel on a smaller, bigger target is this. Let's say that's what I do, it's like pound Aussie chart. That's why I said that we're going up there. But remember the last chart I sent out, I said the next target could be this. That's what I'm looking for. What was the number on this thing? No, this is not that. This is pound. Let's go on a pound Aussie chart so I can show it to you. What is that number? Even I forgot. My immediate thing, if we start going up, let's see what happens. When Friday closed, there was a lot of mess. Some news came in, something, I don't know. This is our chart that we are following, right? Again, this is what I did. See this channel I created here? And that small channel, which I just showed you, is somewhere here. You can't even see. And within that channel, that if you go on even smaller 15-minute or 1-hour chart, then you will see another channel line is working in the making, or in the works. But here, the daily channel is not even showing up here on a monthly, right? It's just one big line. So that's what I'm saying. Every time frame that you have to evaluate what is cooking, and wherever you see something workable, then we start hitting that. This is the number that my immediate target is. That we already hit 99. Remember that, right? So from 99, can we hit 0287? 300, 350 pip? Yeah, this pair can do it. Even if it doesn't, in one day, maybe in 2 days. But immediately, right now, where the heck is going? It is above this low. It is above this high. There is nothing in between. So even if big boys are looking at it, what the heck they're looking at? They're looking at this area, 38% of this big drop. Or this is the one is going to come in between. So this is, if you can see, they are coming together very close by. On a monthly chart, even 100, 150 pip differences, it doesn't mean anything. So this is why I made this chart already, and I send out to you guys. You all should have it, right? That this is my ultimate target for maybe let's say this week right now. Okay. Once we get there, let's say on Monday and Tuesday, we get there already. Very fast. Boom. Something happens and some news or something, we go there. Then the next target will be this high here. Maybe we'll go in 50%. That's why I marked it. The channel hit, the 50% of the whole drop, and 100% this A, B, C, D coming in this area, all three, right? These are the factors that you need to consider. The fib, the extension, the retracement, if you have some common numbers, and which is also the SNR level and the channel. If all these things are coming together, you can see here, we have this low here, white line. So you got this 2671 low, this channel coming around right around here. 50% is coming right around here, and the 100% of ABs you can see is right around this yellow spot. So this becomes like a magnet. This is the ultimate target for this. I don't know, we're gonna get there in a month, 2 months, 3 months. But this is how you analyze your target on a higher time frame, then the lower, then the lower, then the lower. And sometimes, remember, last week I sent out a 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, pound Aussie, pound yen. Those are immediate targets for that day. We, nice and clean, we got them, right? And you have a long-term target, but in that direction, you find these targets and you take profit. You have to be careful. You're not gonna get 100% accurate all the time, right? But we don't want to close too early either. So you have to be patient. If you I know it's like a very you really want to close once you're like 40, 50 pip in profit. People tend to close too early. That yeah, man, they're afraid their market is gonna come back and take it away. But no, just stick to it, and you will get it. There must be some target, some area. But like I said, either pivot points, channels, and fib number and SNR level. These are the 4 things. Put them together and you will see the target. Nothing else is there. Nobody look at anything else. It's not that, okay, I want 200 pip, that's it, that's my target. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to see what the market is doing, and if there are a million traders, some probably trading with a trend line, and some probably trading with and targeting the channel upper TL, some targeting the R1, R2 maybe, some targeting this low area here, right? Some targeting with 38%. And if you come up with, you put them together and then you find a common area, then you have a 99% chance that you'll get there. So always draw your trend line channels on daily basis. Range, pay attention to what that pair is, because the range is different. Every pair is different. Some pair goes in ranging while some are moving. Usually when USD is not moving, yen is moving. And if yen is not moving, then USD is moving. So, this is what I found. That's my experience. Okay. So, but the idea is that, yeah, every, Asia is fine if you want to play around with the Asia. That's, it's up to you. But I don't pay too much attention to Asia. One of these sessions, we need to sleep and rest and do other things, right? So I choose Asian session, because it's the slowest. London is the strongest, and then US session is just in the middle, right? So I'll rather trade London session and US session. So London session starts, Frankie, you start getting some volume, the price start moving. Okay. Another thing that I didn't cover, I don't have much time now today, that news is the one who makes the move. Okay. Michael questioned that Michael, yeah, you can take it, but as long as the 1 hour, let's say for an IB chart, right? If the 1 hour setup is there and then you see on a 1 minute, remember this. I don't know if I told you or not, but on a 1 minute chart, make sure that the price and wave goes above the 200 EMA, which is the black line on that 1 minute chart. 1 minute entry always take whichever side you're taking. If you're going short, below the black line. If you're going above, along above the black line on 1 minute entries. If you have 1 hour setup in place, okay. Excuse me. Okay, now here you can go. I'll send the recording. I'm gonna close anyway because it's an hour and I don't want to do it more because then I have problem with recording. Pound index, it broke above the area, Sean, so it might be going up even further to the upside. It all depends. But again, after the weekend, we have to see that what if maybe there's something happen fundamentally. I don't know out there. Okay, John, very good. Go. I'll send you the recording anyway. Well, Bella, I mean, I'll send you because I haven't ready. I didn't make those charts yet, and the time is up right now. So I'll go through it now and then send it. But we have to wait for Monday anyway, so we know what they are doing um, after the weekend, and then we have a President Day here on Monday, I guess, right? Yes, yes. Thank you, Sean, for reminding me. Yes, everybody, don't forget Mr. Rod, and God bless him, and heal him, would he solve his problem, whatever he has. Uh, it's sad, man. All right. So if you have any questions, again, I'll talk about this again. The targeting again, draw the channels, draw the fibs, and try to find a common area. And the simplest form is the targets that if you the day opens up above the 200 EMA, not 200 EMA, forget about that. I don't want to say above the daily open line. If you are above the daily open line and above the daily pivot, then your first target should be R1. And then if you go above that, the second target is R2. Simple as that. Very simple. If you can, do anything else, do that only. You will be surprised at how accurate it is. Every single time that happens. The big boys, use these pivots. And plus, like I said, that where I come up with that for hundreds of pips, why? Because of this, you draw the channels, you draw the fibs, and you try to see SNR level coming together very close to those numbers. You are like 4 or 5 reasons in one place. That becomes like a magnet area. And that's ultimate target. So drawing TL, channels, always measure if you are with the trend, look for extension. First, the last high, that would be the target. Break that, number 127, the second number 1.618. Don't try to go beyond 1.618 in one day. It will come back on you. Once you get there, cash out. Okay, those are the extension. If I reach to 1.27%, if I have 70, 80 pip, 100 pip, I'll probably cash out. And then if it dips and then try to go up again, you get in again. But last week I didn't do it. I was holding it because I knew the pound index and all that, and the strongness of that. I've been talking about it on Pound Aussie, that it is going very, very strongly to the upside. So when you have a solid momentum going on, and if you see that the pair is doing 300, more 300 plus range, and even if the R1 comes and R2 comes, you want to hold because you know that it's gonna go and finish up his range for the day. So that's the reason that it's been doing a big ranges, and you want to hold on until that range finish for the day. Okay, that's the last targeting reason of the calculation. Okay, so this is it for now. It's 1 hour. A lot of half of the people are gone already. And if any question, just email me. And if nothing clear, if anything not clear, then just questions. Send me the question. I'll do it again, and I'll explain it again. Okay. Bye, Michael. Thanks. And the raging, I think I didn't talk about that, right? Michael, the best thing to understand about the range is market moves with the news. If there is no data coming in from the fundies side, the market will fall into ranging. Simple as that. That's the only reason. It ranges because there is no force to push the price. Okay. There is no news coming from Eurozone. There is no news coming from pound, UK. There is no news coming from the US, small yellow news, bond sale and this and that. No big news. Nothing will happen. Though that pair will stay and then, 20, 30 pip up and down and up and down because of the speculators. Big boys will not touch it. They will wait for a big news. If there's some significant news comes in, and if the currency is supposed to get it strong, then all of a sudden the big boys will start putting their money, and then we have to judge it. So FX Book, Forex Factory, Bloomberg, they all have these calendars, right? So always keep it open and watch around what's happening. Aussie the other day dropped. Pound Aussie, remember the other day, like I think Thursday, Monday or Tuesday, it went up 200 pip all of a sudden, boom, in few minutes, because of the Aussie news. They came in and they cut the interest rate. I guess interest rate, right? And interest rate is a big news, always. Okay, so if somebody raised the interest rate or cut the interest rate, that pair moves a lot. That currency, that same time, it will move 100 pips. So, if you start moving in that, then even if they're ranging before, the range will break. But if there is no news, significant news for the whole day, the price will fall into small range. So, you stay away from that pair that day. This is how it is. Yes, you see, the Friday was dead. Did you notice that I didn't even tweet once on Friday because there was nothing? I had the feeling. I mean, I have, my gut feeling as well. We've been doing this for so long that I had the feeling that the Friday is going to be dead. So I didn't even bother. No news, nothing. And of course, we did very, very good for the last 2 days. So once you have done good for the week, the Friday is dead. Okay. Monday is dead also when the Friday is very good. You'll see calm and quietness on Monday or Tuesday. Because NFP you did. NFP is different story. NFP, if you move on Monday, on Friday, then usually Monday moves as well. Right. All right. So I'm gonna go now because it's video is getting longer, and then I may not be able to convert it. Okay, so thanks for coming, and hopefully I'll set up another webinar, maybe maybe tomorrow. I'll see. I don't know. Let's see how things goes. And Syed, come on, man, start learning. Okay, and I will make you a good trader. Don't worry. Just start from the beginning. Set up everything. Set up your charts. Get as many monitors as you can. Okay, do this. As many. I'm not saying that get 10 monitors, but if you have one, maybe 2, 3, 4, wherever, you can have gadgets out there. You can install on your computer for multi-monitor, and you can just one open on one computer. You can connect 3 or 4 monitors, right? So if you can do that, it will be the best. Okay. Okay, you got 6 monitors. That is more than enough. Very good. All right. So I'm gonna tell you how to open the charts and how to make the profiles and watch what to watch every day and how to hit this thing. All right. 23 inch. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So see you guys maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. And don't forget to pray for Mr. Rod. Bye for now. Have a great day.